Hello, welcome to a different edition of Cracking the Cryptic. It's Saturday today. There's going to be two videos on the channel. I'm going to record a Sudoku video later on, and that will go up in a bit. But those of you who've followed the channel for a while may know that Mark and I are huge cryptic crossworders, and one of the things about that is that we love language. We absolutely adore it, and we love puns, literary tricks, any sort of clever uses of language. And we both were introduced to this poem recently, which it's blown us away. This is one of the most, I don't like using the word genius because I think it's overused, but this poem is actually, in my opinion, a work of genius. Those of you who know the poem, which is by Brian Bilston, will know what I'm talking about. Those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, well, you're about to be introduced to something that I think will, for some of you, be fairly profound. We're not interested in making political points on the channel at all. So what I'm going to do now is talk to you a bit about this poem in the context of just how clever it is, rather than any message it might be sending. And in this vein, I should mention Mark is going to be releasing a crossword video tomorrow on one of the most famous crosswords of all time. It's a listener crossword by the incredible setter Kia, Roger Phillips, for those of you who interested in the real names rather than the pseudonyms. And yeah, I think those of you who are interested in crosswords will enjoy this, but let's take a look at this poem, which is called Refugees. I'll read it. Why don't I read it? That might bring out some of the brilliance. They have no need of our help, so do not tell me these haggard faces could belong to you or me, should life have dealt a different hand. We need to see them for who they really are, chancers and scroungers, layabouts and loungers, with bombs up their sleeves, cutthroats and thieves. They are not welcome here. We should make them go back where they came from. They cannot share our food, share our homes, share our countries. Instead, let us build a wall to keep them out. It is not okay to say these are people just like us. A place should only belong to those who are born there. Do not be so stupid to think that the world can be looked at another way. So some fairly strong words there. And when Mark and I first were introduced to this poem, we sort of read it, didn't really understand why anyone was showing it to us. So I'm just going to pause the video. And there at the bottom is something that may give you pause for thought. Now read from bottom to top. Let's read the poem again in accordance with those instructions. The world can be looked at another way. Do not be so stupid to think that a place should only belong to those who are born there. These are people just like us. It is not okay to say build a wall to keep them out. Instead, let us share our countries, share our homes, share our food. They cannot go back to where they came from. We should make them welcome here. They are not cutthroats and thieves with bombs up their sleeves, layabout and loungers, chancers and scroungers. We need to see them for who they really are. Should life have dealt a different hand, these haggard faces could belong to you or me, so do not tell me they have no need of our help. I'll just leave it there, because this is one of the most incredible pieces of poetry I have ever read, and I believe this is a modern poem. I think this was only written in the last 2 or 3 years, and I think simply as a work of language, that it's possible to write a poem that when you read it backwards reads the absolute opposite to what it read going forwards, is quite startling to me, and I hope for those of you who didn't know this poem, startling to you guys too. And we'll be back with Sudoku edition of Cracking the Cryptic later on today.